What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Xman Co. Today I'm going to show you how to do your pork belly with a crispy skin and juicy and tender inside. Stay tuned. Guys, look at this beautiful pork belly. You'll notice the bone is still in, and for those of you that's not fortunate enough to be able to buy it without the bone, stay tuned. I'm going to show you today how to remove the bone on the pork belly. And then if you guys didn't know, pork belly is essentially better bacon. It has more meat, more healthy fat, and greater calorie complexity. How's that? One delicious bite of this pork belly can be delightful, crisp, and yet succulent tender. That's what I'm going to show you guys today, how to achieve that. Pork belly is so delicious. You probably feel guilty eating it. I do sometimes. You might think to yourself, this is so good, it's actually bad for you. Let me tell you the truth. This delicacy can be a very healthy part of your diet. It all depends on if you choose the correct pork and preparing it the healthy way. That's what we're going to try and achieve today. Stay around. Good news to report to you today. About 50% of the fat on a pork belly is monosaturated. These are the same heart healthy fatty acids associated with the benefits of the Mediterranean diet, and for which avocado and olive oil are praised. These fats are known to help reduce belly fat, boost your good cholesterol, and guard against cancer. So guys, all in all, I think we have enough info to tell us this weekend we're doing pork belly. Time to remove the bone. So guys, you'll notice here's the bones. We want to cut right through the bones all the way through here. Try and remove as little meat as we can. And then there's the cartilage just come out about there. Right, let's do that. It's a very straightforward job really. Cut underneath the bone, and if you stick to that then you should be fine. Take your time if it's your first time. You don't want to rush it at all. You can see, trying to keep as close as I can to the bone. Even touching the bone, use the bone as a guide. The sharper the knife, the easier it'll be. If you stick to the bone, you can't really cut yourself. You've got this membrane, so it's quite easy to show you where to go. You could actually pull it away like that. Guys, that's how you do it. Look at that, guys. There's some ribs. There's some good meat there. You just remove this fat here. The dead fat we call it, over here. And then this, boy oh boy, this needs a sweet sticky sauce on the grill and you're good to go. Right, let's have a look here what our pork looks like. We're just going to score this now. I'm going to show you in a bit how to do that. There's the underside. What we need to do is get rid of all the excess fat. If you want to square it properly, you can do that. This one's very square. And then no harm in getting rid of all these fatty pieces. It's like a membrane. We're going to remove that as well. I lit the fire, guys, so the next thing to do is to score the fat of this pork belly. Now what you need to do is have a look more or less what's the thickness of your fat. You could use a knife like this. This will work. You just go like that and you're even. That'll work perfectly, no problem. But I like to use a Stanley knife, as you can set the depth. So once you determine the depth of the fat, you want to make sure that you don't go into the meat, but you stop just before the meat. And we're going to score today like this, and then diagonally about 1 centimeter apart. Right, now we've cut it this way. We need to score at 90 degrees to these scores we just made. So again, we start at the end. Careful of your fingers. You can see I start not right at the end. It's very difficult doing that. I'll start here and I'll work my way through, and then at the end we'll just cut it again. Right guys, if you have a look there, That's what we have. It's about 1.5 centimeter apart. Trying not to go all the way to the meat. Some places you see I have done that, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Let me introduce you to all my ingredients here today. We've got some red onions here, beautiful pepper. We've got a white mealie here, also known as white corn. We've got some cloves of garlic. We've also got some apples, which is going to be an interesting twist to this dish. We've got some sea salt flakes, some ground pepper, and rosemary. These two we'll ground up to add to our spices to this beautiful dish. The main secret to success here is to use lots of salt on the fat here and rub it in. Normally we just pat, but in this case we're going to rub it in and make sure it goes in between all of those cuts that we made earlier. You really want to rub it in there. You can see I'm making sure it goes in between. And for some of you guys, if you feel like you want to do it the night before, you're even welcome to do that. This will dry out the fat and help us with achieving that crispiness on this beautiful pork belly. Something else we like to do is to add some red wine vinegar. You can use normal vinegar. We just feel that red wine vinegar is really adding to this flavor here today. You will be so surprised with the end result. Right, I think that's good for now. What we're going to do, we're going to grind some ground pepper and rosemary as an additional spice on top and at the bottom. Right guys, we've got our mix there. The flavors are quite amazing. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. There you go. It's more for the bottom that we want to make sure that it's nicely covered, because we need to spice this meat as well. I think this bad boy is ready for the fire. We like to use apples for the base for our pork belly. You can use onions and eventually crush that down and use it for a sauce. The apple for us brings a beautiful flavor to the meat. We're going to use some avocado oil. It's got a higher heat resistance. So we're just going to put a little bit over that in our pan that we're going to use. And then our apples. So you use the first apple just to make sure that we move the oil all around in this pan so nothing will stick. Then you just lay your apples down. And then for our pork belly. Guys, you want to make sure that it's more or less evenly layered. So if you need to add bigger pieces to the ends, we don't want it to touch the pan at the bottom. I think that's good. It's definitely going to shrink, so this is perfect for now. Let's go put it on the Weber. Right, all you need to do, put it in the middle here. Make sure your heat's from the side, either side. We're going to do this for 40 minutes, as high heat as you can. We're hoping that your skin has crisp for about 80% of total cook. Make sure your vents are completely open. Right guys, it's about 1 hour since the veggies has been added. As you can see there, we're starting to get the crust that we want. We've got a beautiful crust here. We're hoping to form a bit more crust. We're going to add 1 or 2 coals just to keep our temperature of about 150 to 155 degrees Celsius and close this baby up. It's been 2 hours since we added the vegetables and I think it's time to take this baby off. Have a look there. That's what you want to hear, eh? Right, let's do this. Guys, it's almost that moment that you've been waiting for. Listen to this. Hey? That's it right there. We're going to give it 3-4 minutes and then we're going to get back to this one. I think it's time to cut this baby up. Let's do that. Okay, let's just cut it right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the juices running there. Oh, fantastic. You can just hear that crunch when I'm cutting. Look at that, guys. It's falling apart. Look at that, eh? Let's try this crispiness. This is what we promised. We need to try this out. Oh, beautiful. Did you guys hear that? Wow, that's amazing. Fantastic. Really. That's amazing. And let's try the meat. That's like butter in the mouth. This is beautiful. Magnifique. You guys should try this out. Definitely. Guys, as always, like, share, subscribe, enable those notifications so you get notified as soon as we upload new video. Thanks for watching. We cannot do this without you. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.